Are we ready to learn? Those that are available? Those that are available, are we ready to learn? Those that are available, are we ready to learn? Those that are available, are we ready to learn? Give me one if you are ready to learn. I see John says, let's pray. Basically, God has already blessed us. God has already blessed us. So we are already in the mood of the business. This is purely a business schedule. If God gives you, if God gives you life, He has already blessed you, my brother. You see, there are people, I have said it several times, but let me not dive into that. Okay, so let's get into today's class, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, God has already blessed us. That's why we are here, and in His dominion we operate. So you already blessed, my brother. Yes, you already blessed. I don't want to turn a business session into a church. You see, one day I met one of my friends, and I told me he has spent the the recent 60 days praying. Then I told him, my friend, prayer is not a strategy. I see. I see people who are very prayerful are now going to get annoyed. Prayer is not a strategy. So once God gives you life, pray for a short time, then go and work. Hey, pray for a short time, then go and work. He already knows that you exist. Okay. I see someone. Why is your hand up, please? John, Jerry, why is your hand up? I haven't said anything. I haven't started. Why is your hand up? Okay. So let's break down our lesson for today. Understanding DeFi. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about DeFi, we are talking about decentralized finance. In simple terms, when we talk about DeFi, it's simply finance without middlemen. So instead of banks or brokers controlling your money, you use blockchain technology and smart contracts to handle everything automatically. Okay? You handle everything automatically. There is no middleman in between. No middleman in between. That is what DeFi is all about. There could be so many. You see, when we talk about DeFi or the use of the internet, you see, we are getting into a new economy we call machine to machine economy, whereby everything is done by machines. But before we get into that economy, which I believe we're almost there already, the machinery economy, whereby it is machine to machine economy. But before we get there, we need to understand that when you talk about DeFi, when someone says DeFi, it is simply finance without middlemen. And this finance without middlemen only happens that instead of banks or brokers controlling your money, you use blockchain technology and smart contracts to handle everything automatically. By the time we finish these coming 90 days that I've kicked off today, I believe I will come here and talk about the types of blockchains, the private blockchains, the public blockchains, to give you a better understanding. So, ladies and gentlemen, my network is killing me. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the key points here, my network is doing me a disservice. The key points here is that no middleman. You interact directly with the financial system. There are no middlemen in between. You interact directly with the financial system. The other key point here that is very key that we shall expound in the coming few days: smart contracts. These are programs on the blockchain that execute exactly as coded. These programs that are seated on a blockchain, I told you in the coming few days, I'll be coming here to talk about what is a public blockchain, what is a private blockchain, and I'll dig into details about that. Number three, another key point is that open to anyone, no paperwork, no approvals. Anybody can access DeFi. Number four, runs 24/7, no closing hours. When we talk about DeFi, we are talking about an ecosystem that doesn't close, an ecosystem that is continuous, an ecosystem that is happening 24 hours, 7 days without closing. So what you can do with DeFi is a lot, like we're going to be able to see. You can save and earn interest. You can be able to save and earn interest while you are in DeFi. You can borrow without collateral checks. You can trade crypto in DeFi. You can provide liquidity and earn fees. You can stake tokens and earn rewards. All these 5 services could be able to access. You could be able to access these services. When it comes to DeFi. I want to share my screen. I hope I will be able to do that. But before we dig deep, into DeFi, before we get into a different understanding of DeFi, to me, I thought about that it is very, very important for me to come here and do a topic about money. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why most people do not participate fully in cryptocurrency is because they do not understand what money is. And so, on one of my, before I go back, I know tomorrow I will go back into details of DeFi. I've given you just a clue, but tomorrow I'll dig deep into DeFi. I want to spend some reasonable time and talk about money. Because to me, money is one of the most important things that every living human being should pay attention to. Because it is from the understanding of money that brought Bitcoin into existence. It is the understanding of money that brought Ethereum into existence. Because also in my coming few classes, I'll also dig deep into Ethereum and Bitcoin. So allow me, I think now I need to share my screen. Network. Okay, my network is killing me, but I don't know. It's not allowing me to come here and share my screen very fast. Just a minute, guys. Let me see if something works out. Mm. It has refused. Let me join with this other device. If I'll be able to use that. But okay, if it fails, I will be able to pick the information of head. If it fails, then I'll be able to pick the information of head. Let me see if I try with this other device. To me, good.
Good. Good. Good.
Okay, now let me share my screen. Okay. Hmm. Is my screen visible? Can you see my screen? Mhm. Can you see my screen? How am I gonna figure this out? Thought I was done. Okay. Okay, the screen has it's not working out. I think I need to ignore sharing my screen and just deliver the information so that we save time. Okay. Why should people pay closer attention in understanding money? Why should people pay very close attention in understanding money? How many of you believe that money is very important? You know, I'm one of the people who basically believe that money is very important. So let me first break down the functions of money so that now it creates a very important understanding for everybody. So number one, all of you will agree with me that money acts as a medium of exchange. Money acts as a medium of exchange. And ladies and gentlemen, when we say money acts as a medium of exchange, we know that money replaces the barter trade and makes trading simple. No need to directly exchange goods and goods. It supports fast buying and selling. And you know, if you are in Uganda, you could pay for airtime with the Ugandan shillings. You could buy food without offering other goods. Basically, money gives that power and ability. Number two, and I'm going to now bring this into DeFi. Money acts as a store of value. Money should keep its value over time. Because if the store of value keeps going down,
I think it is network disturbing him. Yeah, I think it is network disturbing him, but he's coming.
All right. Okay. I have survived it through. Let me share my screen. Thank you, sir. All right. So what I was talking about is money. Money, and this gives the reasons of why cryptocurrencies are here. Money should keep its value over time. Okay. And to me, it is very, very important. It affects saving, money not being able to store its value. It affects investments, money not be able to keep its value. It affects planning. So we must all be able to understand that inflation reduces the store of value. Example is that saving 100,000 Ugandan shillings, expecting it to still have value. You know, Bitcoin is seen as a digital gold due to its limited supply. We all must be able to understand that the reason why people look at a Bitcoin is because it has 21 million of Bitcoins in existence. But if this Bitcoin was able to not have a limited supply, if more Bitcoins are brought in circulation, then like it or not, the value would not be ascertained. So that's why one of the most important things in a crypto project is, does this crypto project have a limited supply? That it will come to a time and this crypto project is limited by supply. And that's one of the value that ONF DAO has. It only has 100 million tokens. And to me, that is very, very, very vital. Number 3, unit of account. Ladies and gentlemen, money measures and compares value. Money measures and compares value. It helps in pricing, budgeting, and accounting. It creates a standard reference point. Someone saying the rent is 300 Ugandan shillings, comparing a Rolex of 2,000 versus a shoe of 50,000. Number 4, a standard of deferred payment. Money is used to settle future payments. It enables loans, credit, long-term contracts, build trust between the lender and the borrower, paying back 1 million loan after 3 months. But it should be to your own finance. It's trying to bring whatever the physical money can offer, but in a better way. Number 1, medium of exchange. Cryptocurrencies are now bringing a better offer that you can be able to acquire goods and services using cryptocurrencies through the use of MasterCard. And if someone doubts that, I can surely show you here online that I can be able to pay for a service online. So cryptocurrencies can be used as a medium of exchange. And this only happens after the coming of DeFi, decentralized finance. Number 2, store of value. You all know that as more people use the ONF DAO, am I still loud and clear? You can feel some feedback. I don't know. Okay. Decentralized finance which is not controlled by anyone. I told you it is this automatic system that is running without middlemen, that is running with smart contracts automatically. That when you decide to stake your ONF, you still have some degree of confidence that the value of ONF over time, it will increase in value. Why? Number one, because of utility being put around. Number two, because of many people knowing about it. Number three, because of the banning mechanism. And for example, let me take a live example here on my token pocket. Let me take an example here on my token pocket. Okay. For example, ONF on the exchange right now is at $11 right now. But I can participate, number one, by staking. And any choice you make through your stake, you are participating to get more ONF. And as you get this more ONF, you are adding value. Let me just show you. So if I come here maybe on promotions and I claim, so I have claimed 29 ONF. These ONFs are going to sit on my account. Let me claim also. Let me claim these 32 here. Let me claim these 32 here also. So it means ayite ku ekyo ekizimbe agende wali maaso ojja kulabayo owagundi waliwo we batemaawo. So you see, so I have claimed, let's get it up here. I have claimed 61 ONFs. On these 61 ONFs, I am going to participate in the future of ONF. And how am I going to participate? Number one, as a member of the Oracle DAO ecosystem, I can burn some tokens. For example, I have 61 tokens. Usually, whenever I withdraw, I have a policy that 30%. So let me use a calculator. So I'll go 61 tokens times 30%. So I'm gonna be able to burn off 18. So I divide it by 2. So 9.15. So I'm participating. So I'm gonna burn off 9.15. 9.15. So I'm gonna burn. And when I burn, I reduce the number of ONF in circulation because they are going to go to a null wallet, reducing the circulating supply of ONF. In short, I'm giving ONF more value. So I have burnt. I don't know if I have burnt so many. Let me confirm. I have burnt 9 ONF. I do things. I burn and I also stake. So I'm also going to stake another 9.15. So I'm also going to stake another 9.15. As I do this, number one, I will add more ONF. And you see, I have staked, I have also burned. But I also increase my ability to withdraw more ONF from the ecosystem because I get more contributional points. My staked amount increases. We are still talking about the functions of money. And when I stake my ONF and the value of ONF increases in value, ladies and gentlemen, I will be using my money as a store of value. If I use the U card of ONF to buy goods and services, I'll be using my money as a medium of exchange. So ONF can be used as a medium of exchange. ONF can be used as a store of value because whenever I stake, I earn more tokens, but also the value of ONF increases in the long run. Money measures and compares value. The more NF I have, no cut. Dako sikat. Sina cash one. So, ladies and gentlemen, ONF is providing all the different functions that normal money can provide. You all know in the coming future, you're going to be able to acquire loans. You're going to be able to lend your tokens and earn money on your own money. So when we talk about DeFi, we are talking about the ability to use your money to acquire more money. We are talking about the ability to be able to use your money to grow your own money. We are talking about the ability that has the power to create more value of your own money. And all this is given to you by allowing yourself to participate. So when I acquire my money, I can be able to use my money to get more money. I can also use my money of ONF to create long-term value of ONF. How many are still following? We are still talking about the functions of money. How many are still following? How many are still following? So ONF is not just an opportunity that you have decided to be part of. No. So when I get my money, I am using my money to create more money. When I earn my money, let me switch on my video. Now people are asking me, let me stop sharing and I show you something just for maybe empowerment. Let me switch off my background here so that I can show you none. Okay. Now, when I withdraw some of my tokens, let me see if I could be able to see very well. You see, when I withdraw some of my tokens, I create a better lifestyle for myself. This is a chief painter. He's doing his work, so don't mind him. Let me put my photo in a spotlight so that you can see. So when I earn my money, let me show you guys. When I earn my money, number one, I use my money of ONF, number one, to earn more money. Let me show you. Let me show you. You see how I'm using my money, my ONF. Number one, to earn more money. But I don't stop here. I also use my ONF to upgrade my livelihood. And I still stay home. I don't need to leave my home to go and look for money. We are talking about the functions of money. You see? I mean, because behind there is a lot of work going on. I may not go there. But I'm using my money. You know, we are still talking about the functions of money. So my money is making more money for me through ONF, but also my money is also upgrading my livelihood. Now, question, is ONF money? Now, that is the question I want to ponder to you. According to what I have explained as the functions of money, is ONF money? Because some of you are just part of a business that you have not given time to understand. That's the question. Is ONF money? Because unless we understand the functions of money, it will be very hard for you to become serious on a DeFi protocol that can empower you. So, ladies and gentlemen, you being part of Oracle, you being part of the business, is not that you are just part of the business. What you are creating, ladies and gentlemen, you are creating an unbelievable ecosystem that has the power to empower you, to give you long-term stability of your own money, not only give you long-term stability of your own money, not only empower you, not only acting as a medium of exchange, but it has all the major sources of value. And you being part of Oracle gives you the ability and the power to participate. How many of you here, when you save your local currency, no matter which country you come from, you have power to give your local currency more value? Let me know in the chat. But when you ban some ONF, you are giving ONF more value, but you still benefit. When you decide to stake more ONF, you earn more ONF, meaning that you are giving your ability to earn from the two major ways of earning: passive income and portfolio income. Passive income that you'll be able to earn more tokens. Portfolio income that when you earn these tokens and the value of ONF goes high, your ability to profit still continues to go more higher. Give me a 3 if that is clear. So don't play with the opportunity you have. Don't stay in the business as if you are not around. Number one, make sure you increase your stake. Number two, make sure you burn tokens every single day, because every token that gets out of the market, every token that is put on a gives this money time. When one ONF is $100, and since you have been staking, your money is gaining more money because it is acting as a store of value. Your money is gaining more value. Why? Because you have been burning tokens and staking at the same time. When you decide to participate in telling people about ONF, you benefit. Number one, you earn more tokens that are gaining more value. Number two, you can also use your money to upgrade your livelihood, to improve your livelihood. And when you improve your livelihood, number one, you live longer. You see, when you are broke, you die very fast. You live longer. You can be able to become a complete human being who is healthy in your mind, in your spirit. And when you attend our trainings, we give you food of the mind to give you the right mindset. That is very important for your prosperity. And ladies and gentlemen, so you are participating in an ecosystem, but it should be very important to be able to comprehend that ONF is money. And unless that becomes crystal clear on your mind, ladies and gentlemen, your participation in the Oracle DAO ecosystem may not be crystal clear, understanding that Oracle is money. I don't usually want to teach a lot, but how many of you today, using the three major principles of money? Number one, a medium of exchange. Number two, a storage of value. A storage of value. Because those two are very, very important. Those two are very, very important. You now will see that the Oracle DAO ecosystem has power to change your life. Give me a 3 if those are clear for you. Give me a 3. If you have crystal seen without someone promising you that Oracle DAO has the power to do that in your life, I want you to stop only believing, but to also take action. To also take action. Also take action. You see, I stay in a better livelihood, and people are busy outside there looking for money. Yet they can use their smartphones to create an unbelievable ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen, that gives them the power and ability to uplift their livelihood and also uplift the livelihood of their surrounding. Huh? Why should you wake up to chase money? Yet you can become smarter with your smartphone to create freedom. Freedom to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Freedom to be able to live your life to the fullest. And those are more, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are in Kampala, on Saturday, we are going to be able to dig deep into much more details about the power of blockchain, the power of DeFi, the power that Oracle is bringing to our livelihood to make us better people. I don't want to sit here. I'll go to the end of the meeting unless you have something to add. But I love you all. See you on Saturday at the Hotel Triangle, 9 a.m. East African Standard Time. And also for our business presentation. Love you all, ladies and gentlemen. And also create non-stop residual income through earning passive income and portfolio income, because the price of ONF can be increased by you when you stake more, when you are also able to buy more tokens in circulation. Love you all. Have a good day. Back to the host.